Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night wondering, is my baby supposed to be able to hold their head up by now? Or maybe you've noticed that your little one kind of really hates tummy time. And every time you try to put your baby down, they fuss, they cry, or they just bury their face in the mat. Maybe you're asking, is this normal? Or am I missing something important in their development? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and you're exactly who this episode is for. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm a pediatric physical therapist with over 25 years of experience, and I'm also a parent of 2 kids myself. My name is Sherrick Gordon. So I know firsthand just how many questions can swirl around about those early months and those early milestones. So today, I'm going to walk you through the key motor milestones and developmental expectations for babies between 0 to 3 months of age. Those fundamental and foundational building blocks that set the stage for every movement milestone that's going to be coming up in the future. Let's start at the beginning. Head control. Now, when babies are born, they have virtually no control over their head or their neck. These movements that you might see early on are purely reflexive, they're often jerky, and gravity is still very much in charge. But even on those first few weeks, you begin to see some little glimmers of strength, and those little movements matter. At around 1 month, most babies can momentarily lift their head up when they're placed on their tummy. They might only be able to get their head off the ground for about 1 millimeter or 2, and then boom, it drops back down. But that early effort is the beginning of head control. By the time your baby's around 2 to 3 months old, you're looking for more consistent control. For example, when you pick them up from lying on their back and you pull them up, it's called the pull to sit maneuver. Are they able to briefly tuck their chin in and hold their head up? Or does their head flop backwards? In tummy time, are they starting to lift their head up a little higher and turn it or rotate it from side to side? Now, I want to pause and talk about neck strength in a way that might surprise you. Neck strength is about more than lifting your head up. It's also about airway safety. That's right. A baby's ability to lift and turn their head helps them to be able to clear their airway. You want to be able to see that baby can lift their head up and put their head back down with their head to the side. On the surface, this becomes especially important during tummy time and on sideline, which are 2 positions that I'm going to talk about in a moment. So when we work on neck strength, we're not just prepping for milestones like rolling or sitting. We're actually supporting your baby's ability to breathe well, to regulate their nervous system, and to safely explore their world. Let's move on, talk about one of my favorite things to talk about with parents, and that's tummy time. I know. Some babies love tummy time, and others act like it's an absolute worst thing that could possibly do to them. But here's the thing. Tummy time doesn't have to mean flat on the floor misery. Tummy time is any time that your baby is spending on their tummy while they're awake and while they're supervised. That can be across your chest, across your lap, on a firm cushion, or yes, even on a playmat. If your baby struggles with it, start with short, just 30 seconds at a time, and use high-value motivators that might be your face, a mirror, or favorite black and white toy position just outside of their line of sight where they can get a glimpse of it and turn their head and look at it. What we're trying to do is help them to lift that heavy little head against gravity, build endurance over time. Think about a newborn lifting their head like you doing a plank. It's a lot of hard work and it takes practice. Now let's talk about sidelining. Sidelining is one of the most underused yet developmentally rich positions for babies during those early first months. Sidelining takes gravity out of the equation a little and allows baby to bring their hands together at midline, explore their fingers, and begin to shift their weight slightly from one side of their body to the next. These little micro movements are actually the early beginning stages of rolling. In fact, many babies will accidentally roll from lying on their side onto their belly right around that 2 to 3 month mark. Sometimes earlier if they have strong reflexes or good head rotation. So if your baby is already doing this, celebrate it. If not, don't panic. You can help by placing your baby in side-lying position with a small rolled up towel or a blanket behind their back for support. Place a toy just in front of their line of sight and give them time to engage with that toy. Doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to be consistent. Now, if you're wondering how much tummy time or side-lying should I be doing every day, my answer is do a little bit, but a lot of the time. That means short, frequent sessions throughout the day. Don't think in terms of a 20-minute, 30-minute tummy time session. Think in terms of minutes that will add up. A minute here, 2 minutes there, 5 minutes there, during a diaper change, after feeding, during play. These small windows of opportunity become powerful when they're repeated and when you add them up. So let's quickly revisit what we're looking for during the first 2 to 3 months, from month 0 to month 3. In the early weeks, we're looking for head turning side to side when on their back. Brief moments where baby will lift their head in tummy time and the ability to visually track a caregiver. By the second month, we want to see a little bit more neck extension, lifting the head to about 45 degrees when they're lying on their tummy, and longer periods of alert time. By 3 months, baby often start pushing up on their forearms during tummy time and can hold their head up for longer periods of time. They may be able to bring their hands together at midline, bat at toys, and even start to look like they might roll over from their side onto their belly. All of this sets the stage for the big skills to come. Things like rolling, sitting, crawling. But let me say this loud and clear. There's a wide range of what's considered quote-unquote normal. If your baby isn't quite there yet, or if you're concerned about what you're seeing or not seeing, reach out. Talk to your pediatrician or a pediatric physical therapist in your area. Early support can make a big difference. And there's so much that we can do to gently guide your baby towards those next steps. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Your baby doesn't need you to be perfect. Your baby needs you to be present. When you put them on their chest, get down on the floor beside them, respond to their cues, and cheer them on, you are doing a powerful foundational work that you're shaping their actual movement, you're shaping their curiosity, you're shaping their future, and their confidence with every little bit of interaction that you and your baby makes. Okay? I want to thank you for spending time with me today. If this episode brought you some clarity or comfort, I'd love for you to share it with another parent who might be in the same boat. And if you want more guidance on early motor development, be sure to smash that subscribe button because we've got so much more to explore. All right? I will talk to you soon. See you in the next video.